Hi you guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Patience. To my existing subscribers, welcome back. If this is your first time here, be sure to click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can continue to indulge in the Haute palette experience. In today's video, you guys, I am going to be creating this gorgeous eye look using the Pretty Grunge palette from Huda Beauty. This is what this palette looks like. I picked it up during the most recent holiday event at Sephora. I wanted to play with it today and I wanted to share it with you guys. So if you want to see how I created this gorgeous eye look, then keep on watching. Alright, so we're going to get started here. I'm going to be using the Pretty Grunge palette from Huda Beauty. This is what she looks like. I've already done my eyebrows and my eyelids are prepped. I used my P. Louise eyeshadow base. I still have some of that, so I'm still using that. I still like that product quite a bit. I've found it difficult though these days to reorder the shades that I like to use in this P. Louise eyeshadow base. So I'm going to continue to use what I have until I don't have any more. But I'm going to start off with my brow bone highlight. And I am going to use this shade right here. This shade is called Stand Up. That's a really pretty brow bone highlight shade. You guys know that I am one to reach for a highlighter even to do this, but it's nice that I've got a brow bone highlight shade in this palette. I'm now going to use this shade. This shade is called Brave, and I'm going to use this as a transition shade. You guys, I just picked up this palette and started going with it. I did not swatch any of the shades in this palette. I'm just rolling with it. It's pretty. I'm now using this shade right here. This shade is called Fearless, and I'm going to place this in my crease area. I'll start with the outer V and just sweep it into the crease. Very pretty. It's like it looks kind of like a ashy type of purple, almost brownish purple in the pan is what this looks like, but it's really pretty. It's like a really nice eggplant. It's not a deep eggplant, but a kind of a brownish type of eggplant color. Really pretty. So I'm just blending this into my crease. And then I'm going to go back to my transition shade, which is this one right here. This is Brave, and I'm going to just take a little bit more of that, and I'm just going to soften this up just to make sure everything is looking really nice and blended. And since this is a grunge palette, I'm going to go into this shade. This is called Renegade. That's the shade right here. It's the darkest shade, the darkest powder shade, I'll say, in this palette. And I'm going to darken up my outer V just a little bit more. Just popping it right there. Blending it out on the edges just a little bit. Kind of sweeping that into the crease a little bit as well, but not allowing it to take over what I've already got going on. I've done my little half cut crease type situation that I have been doing for quite some time, you guys. I've done that using my P. Louise eyeshadow base, and I am going to blend out this area just right in here just a little bit more. I think I'm going to go back to this shade right here. This shade is called Fearless, and this is the shade that I used in my crease before I added in the darker black, that Renegade shade. But I'm going to use this Fearless shade just to kind of blend this in just a little bit, just to soften it up. I feel like it's been so long since I've done my eyeshadow on camera. It's like, okay, get it together, Patience. So let's see what I'm gonna work out here. That's really pretty. Okay. I like how that's coming together. And then I think for this inner corner here, I am going to go in with this very chunky shade right here. This is called Rebel. This shade right here. And I'm gonna try using my 242 with this shade. Hopefully we don't need to use any glitter glue or anything like that with this, but hopefully we're gonna see how this is working. I may have to wet my brush even, but we're gonna see. This may be more of a topper type shade. Because let's see. By itself, it is giving me some shimmer, if you can see that. But again, I probably would have come out a little better if I would have used maybe use this on top of another shade. Let's see. I'm gonna keep going. I'll keep playing with it here and see what I come up with. This shade is very soft. It moves around a lot in the pan with my brush. If you can see that, it definitely is moving around as I'm sticking my brush in there. Really make sure that I focus this on my mobile lid. And going back to the same brush that has my transition shade on it. Again, just making sure I'm blending this in so it just kind of comes together real nicely. I don't want to take too much of this off my mobile lid because I do want the shimmer to come through, you know? Okay. I like that. Okay, and this is very interesting in this palette. This is, it feels like almost like a cream black type of shadow is what this feels like. It feels really slick, if that makes sense, but I'm going to use this as I would an eyeliner. And I'm going to see what this does to this look. I hope I'm not messing up here, but we're going to try it. I'm keeping it kind of close to my lash line. I think maybe I'll go in with a brush and maybe kind of smoke it out a little bit. Give myself a little wing here. Okay, that's pretty. I want a small brush here. I wonder what would happen if I take this brush now and just kind of smoke this out. Oh, now I really do like how that smokes out though. That's pretty. Look at that. That's really pretty. Okay, do the same thing to the other eye. I really like that. I kept this liner shade or whatever this is. This is called Grunge. So I kept it like really tight on my eyelid, like just above my lashes, right? But I like this because it definitely moves around easily and smudges out beautifully. That's really pretty. I really do like that. I'm gonna go back into Fearless once again. That's this one right here. That's the shade I've been using in my crease. I'm going to take a smaller blending brush and I'm going to go back into the areas where I've had to manipulate my natural crease line. You guys know how I do this. I have a slightly hooded eye. So to give the illusion of my eyelid being a little bit higher up, this is something that I do. You don't have to do this, but this is just something that I choose to do just to kind of bring a little bit more dimension and depth into my particular eye look. Just like that. Really pretty. I'm going to use this eyeliner pencil from Makeup by Mario on my waterline. I normally would do my bottom waterline before I actually do my wing, but because the Pretty Grunge palette from Huda Beauty gave me that grunge shade that I could use as a liner, I've already done that. So very interesting, but I really like it. This Makeup by Mario pencil is really nice as well. Goes on really smoothly, and I like the fact that it has a little brush on the end, so it's dual ended. So it's got the liner right here, and then on the other end, just in case you guys haven't seen this before, it's got this little brush, and I love that because it makes it really nice to go in and just kind of smudge out your waterline a little bit. The key to this is that you have to do it before the eyeliner sets, because once it sets, it's not moving or going anywhere. But if you go in before it sets, you can kind of smudge it out a little bit, and I like that. Help it to bleed into the wing that I've already got going on here. Really pretty. I'm going to add some mascara and some lashes, and I'm going to go ahead and finish off my face, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to talk about what my initial thoughts are on this Pretty Grunge palette from Huda Beauty. So I'll be right back. Alright you guys, I finished off my face and this is what I have come up with, and I think this eye look turned out absolutely beautifully. I picked up this palette, like I said, for the first time. I didn't do any swatches. I just opened it up, I sat down, I turned on the camera, and I started creating this look. And this is what this palette looks like, right? It is absolutely gorgeous. It was interesting though, because this shade right here was a little bit different, right? It's not really an eyeshadow. I guess it's more of a, I guess you could use it more so for a base if you wanted to. I used it as a liner just to line my eyes, and I think it turned out so beautifully, you guys. I love how it turned out. Huda has done it again, in my opinion, with this palette. I love all of the palettes that come from Huda. I have the majority of them in my collection, so I just could not let this Pretty Grunge palette pass me by. I wanted to make sure that I was able to add it to my collection. I'll be creating a lot more looks with this palette. So what do you guys think? Is this look not everything? It's so pretty, a gorgeous eye look. So I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.